Hello, Sally. I hope you've been doing well. By the way, I just wanted to let you know that the box of vegetables you sent just arrived at my house now. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your kindness for always caring about us.
Oh, hello, Hannah. I hope you've been doing well, too. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad that the vegetables arrived. But actually, this is really nothing special, so you don't need to thank us at all. Because we're the ones who are always being supported by Amy and you. So, this is the least we can do to show our gratitude. Honestly, I know that it would be better if we can send you something more special, but unfortunately, as you know, vegetables are the only things that we have.
Oh, actually, I'm so happy to receive fresh vegetables directly from the farm, so this is really too much for me. And of course, I'm so grateful that you always have been supporting my daughter ever since she got married. I'm sure you've gone through so much to support her at your farm and to make her feel at home, so I cannot thank you enough.
Oh, please. You really don't need to thank us at all. Actually, it's not like we're the ones that have been supporting her. Amy is the one that has been so supportive to us since she has joined our family as my son's wife. Situations at our farm have become much easier for us this year because of her kind support. And we're so grateful that your daughter has come all the way from Tokyo to help out our small farm run by a family business. Honestly, we never thought something like this would ever happen to us, so we're very thankful.
It's actually the same for me, too. Because I didn't even think Amy would get married to someone in the first place.
Oh, really? Why do you say that?
Because my daughter was always saying that she had no intention to get married and didn't mind living alone the rest of her life. Of course, it's up to her to make that decision, and though that is one option to enjoy life, as being her mother, I was a bit worried if she would be happy spending her life alone. So I am really thankful for Harry to marry her and become her husband. I'm so relieved that there's actually someone who will continue to be by her side and care for her after all.
Oh, Hannah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Since Harry didn't seem like he was thinking about marriage at all, I also was giving up thinking he might stay single as well. I was seriously thinking that even our family business eventually might have to come to an end. So I'm also thankful for Amy to join our family and support Harry in our farm.
But come to think of it, after going through all of this, I guess Harry and Amy were meant to be together in the first place.
Yes, that may be true. I guess you never know what will happen in life.
Well, that's for sure. I feel so blessed to meet your family, and I am so thankful for your support. By the way, I want to ask about Amy. I actually haven't been able to get in touch with her for a while, but how is Amy doing these days? Amy's not the type that tries to keep in touch and talks about her everyday life so often, and she never really sends me any texts or even tries to get in touch with me. So I'm a bit concerned about her these days and just want to know if everything's all right with her.
Oh, really? I didn't know she had been contacting you these days. Well, you don't need to worry at all, because Amy is completely fine and is just helping us working out at the farm today. She works so hard and efficiently, which makes me look as if I'm pulling her leg when we're working at the farm together. I'm surprised that she has a pretty good sense of skills when it comes to farming. I can say that she is definitely fit for this job.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Actually, she really enjoyed touching dirt and was interested in farming ever since she was young, you know? As a hobby, she even rented a small field and enjoyed planting while she was in Tokyo. So I guess she is enjoying her life now, doing what she's always wanted to do. But I do wish she could at least try to keep in touch with me more often. You know, Amy hasn't replied to my texts for about a month. Do you have any idea why she's not replying?
Oh, really? For a month? Well then, I will definitely tell her that you miss her and are waiting to hear from her.
Oh, can I ask you to do so? That would really help, thank you. As I brought Amy up as a single parent, I still can't get used to us living apart from each other, and I do miss her a lot. It seems that I'm still dependent on her and think of her as a child.
I absolutely understand that you miss your daughter so much. If I were in your shoes, I would probably think the same way too. So if there's anything that you're worried about, please feel free to contact me. If Amy doesn't reply to your text, then I will push her to do so using the privileges of being the mother-in-law.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so reliable. I'm sorry to ask you to do this for me, but I really appreciate your support.
Oh, there's no problem at all. I know you're worried about her since she lives so far away from you. As we are a family, I'll try to do anything to support. Remember that you can always rely on me and reach out whenever you need help. Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be time for lunch break soon, so I better go now. But I understand you're still worried, so I'll just go ahead and connect this phone to Amy so you can talk to her directly.
Thank you, though I really would like to hear her voice now. Unfortunately, I need to attend a meeting in a few minutes, so I won't be able to do so. So I'd appreciate if you could just tell her that I would like to hear from her soon, so try contacting me whenever she's available.
Oh, I see. I'm just sorry for the bad timing. Anyway, I'll be sure to remind Amy to send a text or call you. I hope you have a chance to get to talk to her.
Okay, great. I'd appreciate if you could do that for me. I'll be looking forward to hearing from her. Well then, I'll contact you again if there's anything else. Let's keep in touch. Take care.
Hannah, good evening. I need to talk to you about something, but do you have some time now?
Oh, hi, Sally. Yes, of course I have time to talk now. Is there anything wrong?
Well, the thing is, I haven't told my son and Amy about this yet, so I'm contacting you without even telling them, but it's about my husband. Actually, he hasn't been feeling well, so we went to the hospital to have him checked up. And after going through examinations, we found out that he needs to be hospitalized and has to go through surgery.
Oh no, your husband has to go through surgery? So suddenly? Oh, that is such bad news. Surgery? Well, it sounds like he's not in a good condition, but is he going to be all right?
It seems that he'll be able to get through it and be fine if the surgery succeeds in cutting off the bad sections. Though we still have to continue to hope that it will not spread to other parts of the body.
Did you just say spread to other parts? Does that mean it's some kind of cancer?
Yes, unfortunately that's right. So Hannah, considering the situation, it's really difficult for me to say this, but I have a favor to ask you. Can we possibly borrow some money from you to pay for my husband's surgery and hospitalization fee? It seems that all the money paid will come back soon after the surgery, but unfortunately not much of our current savings are left to pay for this.
Well, exactly how much money do you actually need to pay for all of this?
I guess about $10,000 will be enough for now.
$10,000? Honestly, it's really hard for me to say this to you, but is your family under a critical financial situation that you can't even pay for the surgery fee? I assumed that as you run the farm as a family business, you would have enough savings to pay for this fee.
Well, actually, we used up most of our savings to renew the equipment at the farm this year since they're getting pretty old. And in addition, unfortunately, our vegetables are continuing to go through a poor harvest due to bad weather these years. Going through all the situation, I can't believe this is happening to us all at once. It's really tough for us, and my husband has to fight against cancer and needs to be hospitalized at a time like this. And I'm pretty ashamed to say this, but under these circumstances, with our farm, we're currently going under a very bad financial situation. That's basically why I had to ask to borrow money from you.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't know that things were going so tough with your family. I can assume that managing a farm does get affected much by weather. But now that I've heard that things aren't going well, honestly, I've become a bit worried about Amy and Harry's future at the farm. Do you think they're going to be able to continue to earn money by managing the farm in this current situation? Actually, I assume there isn't much you can do to avoid bad weather, so won't this situation continue in the future for them?
Of course, I understand that you must be worried about Amy's future, but we're going to try to recover the situation with a new idea of planting flowers and mini tomatoes on our farm, hoping this business will catch on. We should be able to get our farm back together and start earning money through this in no time, so please don't worry.
But still, I assume there's no guarantee that this new business will succeed and your farm will always be in a stable state, right?
Well, yes, that's true. So all I can ask now is for you to just believe in us. If we still keep going through a tough financial situation next year, then I will ask my son to quit continuing this family business. I plan to sell our house and farm and would need to ask our relatives to hire my son at their company. I promise I will never let Amy go through a tough situation and will do whatever I can to prevent that in advance.
Oh, really? I appreciate that. I'm surprised to know that you were considering even giving up your house and family business in the worst cases. Even though I hope that everything goes well in the future for you and your family, I'm relieved to hear that you will go that far to even support Amy.
Sure, of course I will. That's the least I can do for Amy and you after all the things that she's done for us. So anyway, going back to my husband's surgery fee, will you be willing to offer some support under this situation? We will return the money back to you as soon as the high-cost medical expense paperwork procedures are finished, and we'll also return the rest of the fee each month.
Okay, I understand. I guess you will need the fees as soon as possible, so I'll go ahead and start preparing for this. But for the sake of both of us, can I also prepare a promissory note for this? I don't want to be vague about lending money and would like to keep things straight, just in case.
Promissory note, right? Okay, of course, that's fine.
All right then, I'll send the necessary paperwork sometime soon.
Hannah, thank you so much. I'm really, really thankful for your support.
But don't you think you should at least let Harry and Amy know about your husband's cancer at some point? I believe it's an important family matter, so I guess they both should have the right to know.
Well, about that, I was thinking about how and when I should explain the situation to both of them, and I've decided to tell them both after the surgery actually ends, because my husband is really stubborn about this, saying he doesn't want them to know until the surgery is done. It seems that he doesn't want them to worry too much about him.
But isn't hospitalization of cancer going to take quite a while? Aren't Harry and Amy going to notice that something is wrong with your husband at some point? I assume it's going to be difficult to continue to hide that fact from both of them for such a long time. Your husband actually lives and works with them every day, right?
Oh, don't worry, because it's not going to be such a problem. Actually, my husband often works away from home, going out to other farms, offering to help every once in a while. So they should be used to having my husband out of the house for a while. And it'll be the same as usual for them, so they probably wouldn't even notice.
Oh, your husband works so hard, doesn't he? Well, anyway, I understand your decision, so I will make sure not to tell my daughter about this too. Well then, I'll be sure to contact you about the details about payment later on. Please, tell your husband to take care, and that I wish him good luck on the success of his surgery.
Okay, I will. Hannah, I appreciate your support so much. I can't thank you enough. I'm sorry to have you go through this and make you so worried about Amy's situation, but I promise not to cause any trouble to her and support her as much as possible. So, can you believe in us this time and please just leave everything to us for a while? We'll try to improve the situation and manage to make everything work out for all of us.
Amy, Happy New Year! How have you been doing? I hope everything's going well with you. I heard from Sally that you'll be spending the year-end and New Year holiday season at their house, but you could have at least given me a text mentioning about that or even saying hello to me. No matter how busy you are, I'd like to hear from you more as you know I miss you so much. I hope you can try to contact me a bit more this year. And don't work so hard, and do try to take care of yourself too.
Hi, Mom. I'm so sorry.
What? Amy, is that you?
Yes, it's me. Happy New Year. I know you were worried about me, and I'm so sorry that I couldn't contact you for such a long time.
Oh, Amy, how come you didn't contact me at all? I understand you might have been busy at the farm and running your everyday life, but you could have simply sent me a text every once in a while. I managed to bear with this situation because Sally did continue to tell me about how you were in your recent situations. Can you imagine how worried I was about you all this time? Well, at least you finally got in touch with me. I'm so relieved to hear from you. Oh, and I guess I should say hello, along with New Year's greetings to Sally and her family. Is everyone there right now? Can you connect them to me so I can talk over the phone?
Mom, can you please not tell Sally that we're getting in touch now?
What? Why not? Is there something wrong with contacting you?
It's because all this time I was searching for my smartphone, and now I finally found it. My smartphone was taken away from Sally and was hidden throughout all this time.
What? You didn't have your smartphone with you? I'm confused. What is this all about?
She said that I won't focus on working if I have a smartphone in my hand, and just took it away. And she kept it hidden ever since I started living with the family.
What? I don't understand. But you've been contacting me by text like once a month, right? You even called my phone sometimes too. Can you explain how you managed to do that?
And that's because I was sending text by word for word under her surveillance and for the phone calls. Sally kept sitting right next to me watching over me, so I didn't say anything strange.
Oh, I can't believe it. I thought your relationship with Sally was going really well. Though the text that Sally sent me, she told me that you were fine, and I assumed that she was being so supportive to you. You mean that was all a lie? How could she do such a thing? Amy, are you possibly being bullied by your mother-in-law?
I don't think you call this just bullying. Though I've tried bearing with it, what she's done is way past that limit, and I can't stand it anymore. This family is just totally insane. Right after getting married, the whole family just suddenly changed their attitude towards me. I'm forced to work all day from morning to night, but all I get to eat are only leftovers from the family. If there's anything left that bothers them, they even treat me with violence, just hitting me with something. Even Harry basically does nothing to support me or try to be on my side. I guess Harry didn't marry me because he loved me. All he wanted was a slave that works for his family. I wish I could have noticed this more earlier, even before we got married.
What? Oh, Amy.
I'm so scared and don't know what to do. I can't stand this any longer, but I can't escape from this situation. Mom, I'm so sorry.
I can't believe this. What is Sally and her family doing right now? Put them on the phone because I need to discuss about this with them immediately.
No, stop. Please, don't try to do anything. It will just make things worse. And actually, I don't think you can talk to them over the phone right now because they are traveling to Hawaii since the end of last year, and they're not here right now.
What? Hawaii? And Amy, you're staying at home all alone? They just went without you?
Yeah, that's right. I'm staying alone at their home. They say that it's the daughter-in-law's job to stay home and watch the house.
That is so absurd, Amy. You just need to leave that house right away. If no one's there, it's your chance to leave now, isn't it? If they left since the end of last year, you should have tried leaving earlier and come back home. Did it take you this long because you were searching for your smartphone all this time? Listen, Amy, you just need to run out of that house immediately.
Mom, I'm so afraid and I just can't run out like that. It's probably because I've been treated like this for over 6 months since I've been married. I know I need to get out of this situation immediately, but my body just won't move at all. Though I do understand in my mind that I need to escape, my body just won't react. I'm so confused. This is so strange, isn't it?
Oh, Amy. Okay, don't worry. You don't need to run out on your own. Just stay there. But do start packing your necessary things so you can get out immediately. Just stay there with your packed luggage and I'm going to pick you up at your house, okay? Just leave everything up to me. I'm going to help you get out of there.
What? You're coming all the way up here to pick me up?
Of course, Amy. I'll be on my way as soon as possible, so don't worry.
I don't know what to say. I fell in love so easily just because Harry was kind to me. But to realize that I was fooled after all these months of marriage, I can't believe I'm such a stupid person. I'm so ashamed and I don't know how I can show my face to you, especially after seeing how happy you were and how much you supported me going through this marriage. I absolutely have no right to go back home.
What? Who said anything like that? Did Sally say that to you?
Yeah, that's right.
Amy, why do you even listen to her after all the horrible things she's done to you? Just remember this. Whatever happens, you will always be my daughter, and I will support you. And you will always be my most precious treasure in the world. And don't care about what people say, because it's not true at all. Believe me, because I'm your mother, and I know so many wonderful things about you than anyone does. So don't you even think that you're stupid, okay? You don't need to get hurt or even listen to those people. Just ignore them and believe in yourself. So right now, just focus on packing your things immediately and get ready to run out of the house as soon as possible once I arrive. Hey, and I have a good idea. When we get home, why don't we eat some homemade soup like we used to at New Year's?
Oh, Mom. Okay, I guess you're right about this. I finally made up my mind now to put an end to this. I'm definitely going home with you, Mom. I need to force myself to escape from this reality. I can't stand living in this pitiful life any longer.
It's all right, Amy. Just stay there and wait for me. I'm going over there immediately to rescue you. And tonight, you will be able to eat dinner at our house together, just the two of us. So you no longer have to tolerate with this any further. You're coming home with me.
Hey, stupid daughter-in-law, where are you now leaving the house without permission? And I can't find your smartphone here. Did you take your phone with you? Don't you dare try getting in touch with anyone. And remember, I told you to clean up the house thoroughly while we were traveling. The house is not cleaned up at all. Did you just leave without doing any of that? Do you know what will happen if you ignore my phone calls? Oh, you're definitely going to regret what you did. Amy, you just come back home right now. I'm not letting you get away with this, so you better change your mind and start heading home now.
Excuse me? Did you just say stupid daughter-in-law? You'd better be careful with your words. Who do you think you are to say such a thing?
Huh? What kind of attitude is that talking back to your mother-in-law like that? Have you lost your senses? I don't give a care about what happens to you, but you better continue to obey my orders and work hard. Just answer right now, Amy. Where are you? Or else I'll make you go through torture again, and you will definitely regret it. And I I absolutely don't care if you'll never be able to see your mother again, so just forget about that.
Hello, Sally. Oh, so now I get it. This is how terribly you've been treating my precious daughter all this time.
Huh? Did you just say daughter? Isn't this Amy's phone?
It's me, Amy's mother, Hannah. It's so nice to hear from you again. Because I've been waiting so long for this moment to talk to you. I can't believe what's been happening, and I just have so many things to say to you.
What? What's going on? Why are you answering to this? This is my dear Amy's smartphone, right?
Don't you even try saying dear to my daughter after all the things you've done to her. I assume you were always calling Amy a stupid daughter-in-law, right?
Is this really Hannah?
Yep, it's me, all right. I'm here with Amy right now, and she explained to me all the terrible things that happened to her during this marriage. Just to let you know, Amy is going to stay with me, and I don't intend to take her back to you. No matter what you or your son says, I'm going to make Amy divorce Harry. I don't care what happens to you and Harry or even the farm. I am never going to let Amy meet your family again. I can't put her through this situation any longer, and this marriage has come to an end. And after all of this, don't you even say that you didn't know anything about this.
Wait, Hannah, you need to calm down. Look, stupid daughter-in-law is like a cute nickname for her.
Oh, really? You say that's cute? Because I don't get it. Do people in your family give horrible nicknames like this and treat people stupidly?
Yes, that's true. So of course Amy calls me stupid mother-in-law as well. Well, you know it's stressful to be too sensitive about each other, right? So we're doing this to be in a more frank relationship for the sake of both of us. So it's like one of our unique family customs for us to get along.
Okay, I've had enough of this already. How do you think I can believe such a lie like that? You are so pitiful, and I just feel so sorry for you. Anyway, I've heard everything you said and did to my daughter since she got married, and I believe each and every word she says. You've been just treating Amy like a slave since she got married. So with this divorce, we're going to get enough compensation fee for what my daughter has gone through, so you better be ready for it. You're the one who's not getting away with this and will definitely regret what you've done.
Excuse me? Why are we the ones who need to pay compensation fees to you? You know it's not like my son had an affair or anything.
Sally, don't you still get it? It's the compensation fee for hurting my daughter. I know that you've been actually abusing her and even hitting her too. You just said in the text before that you're going to go through torture and will regret this. You've also been threatening her and trying to control her behavior and actions.
Hey, you're taking things too seriously. You know, that was just a figure of speech. It's not like you found any damages on Amy's body, right?
Well, I didn't actually find any damages when I checked, but it seems that all the bruises have disappeared while you were going on your Hawaii vacation. But her emotional wounds still remain and have not been healed, so she will continue to need treatment. Amy went to the hospital and was diagnosed as going through an emotional breakdown. The doctor has issued a medical certificate, so with this evidence, we will definitely have you pay for this fee as well.
Hannah, I think you have a misunderstanding about our relationship, so let me explain. You know that I've always thought of Amy as my true daughter. That's why I used some brutal words as if she was my real family. Please understand that I did this because I just simply care for her and wanted to build a close relationship. It's just my way of showing my love to her. I hope you can understand my feelings towards Amy.
Huh? How can I believe that after all the things you've done? I am just sick of you just continuing to make lies one after another as if you're breathing. I bet you've been making those kinds of lame excuses and lies all through your life. That is so pathetic. And come to think of it, your husband should have gone through cancer surgery, right? What happened to that? I assume he shouldn't be able to go on a trip to Hawaii in that kind of condition. So tell me, what kind of excuse do you plan to use for that story?
Well, as for that, it's really hard for me to say this, and I know I should have told you this much earlier, but it seems that it was a misdiagnosis by the doctor, and my husband actually didn't have cancer after all. So my husband is completely fine and in good shape now. I need to apologize for making you so worried about my husband and our family.
Oh, is that so? Well then, if that's the case, I guess you can return all the money that you borrowed from me now since the surgery and hospitalization never happened.
Hannah, about the money we borrowed. Actually, our financial situation continues to remain the same, and we are still too short in our living expenses. And we've already used up some of your money for that. So I'm sorry, but it's difficult for us to return the money to you right now.
Well, I don't care about your situation anymore. Since Amy will cut off this relationship and we're no longer a family, your financial situation will have nothing to do with us. But remember about the promissory note we both signed? Whatever the situation is, you definitely owe us the money you borrowed from us.
Regarding the promissory note, it's just a document you personally made, right? I assume that it doesn't have any legal effect at all.
Oh, actually, you don't need to worry about that at all. Of course it's effective legally, because I've made it as a formal notarized document just in case to deal with any incidents like this, which makes it effective enough to seize all of your property, including your house and farm as well.
Did you say a notarized document? What does that mean?
Haven't you even looked through the documents? All the details are noted on the documents I sent you before. If you haven't, then you should look again and confirm by yourself. Anyway, I will never forgive you for what you've done and will have my daughter divorce your son immediately. We will go ahead and go through with the procedures. And I will have my lawyer contact you later on. So I ask you to just give up trying to hold us back any longer and start dealing with this appropriately.
Hannah, but don't you think a divorce is too sudden? Because Harry and Amy are the actual ones who got married. I don't think it's our decision to just go ahead and proceed with a divorce. It's their problem, so don't you think we should respect their decision too? So can you please at least give Harry and Amy a chance to discuss about this once?
I honestly don't think that's necessary. Because I've heard enough about your son's behavior as well. Amy said that Harry has been just obeying what you say, and has never supported Amy or has tried being on her side. She even said that Harry never loved her and just wanted to marry a slave for his family. So Amy herself has also agreed to this divorce as well, so there is no use to go through a discussion.
Well then, can you please at least give me an opportunity to apologize to Amy directly? Please try to understand that I really didn't mean to hurt her at all. You know, I was also treated like Amy when I came to this family as well. So think of it this way. I guess it's just the way of being welcomed by the family that all daughter-in-laws go through. I can understand how Amy may be feeling confused and trying hard to fit into the family. But as you see, since I have no problem getting along with the family now, I assume it's just a matter of time, as Amy will get used to this as well, and will be perfectly fine.
Get used to this? This is so insane. Are you saying that Amy has to continue to live this shitty life with your family? Do you actually believe that I will let my daughter go through that all her life? You've been continuing to use my precious daughter like a worn-out rag, and in addition tried to take money from us and won't even return it. Listen, you and your family are worse than shit. You're just a piece of crap. I am definitely never going to let you meet my daughter ever again.
Please understand, I never had any intention to take away all of your money. I will definitely try paying back the money we have now. So please, don't rush through this, and try avoid going through the divorce so soon.
Well then, tell me, how much money do you actually have left?
I guess I can return about $500 to you now.
What? I gave you $10,000 and you only have $500 left? What did you use the rest of the money for? Oh, that's right, I forgot. Your family went on a trip to Hawaii, leaving my daughter all alone. Telling me that you needed the money to use for your husband's surgery, which was a total lie. Don't you understand? What you're doing is completely what you call fraud. I absolutely cannot forgive you.
I'm so sorry, Hannah. Listen, I'll promise to do whatever you say. First of all, I will return all your money, and I will even agree to let Harry and Amy go through a divorce. So can you please let this go and just forgive me for what I have done? Can't you see that we really don't have any property to sell under this critical financial situation?
Oh, of course you do. Don't forget that you have your farm and your house, which is enough to sell. If you sell those properties, I assume you can pay back the money and the compensation fee to some extent.
No, anything but that. Hannah, please don't do this to us. If you take our house and our farm away, we'll have nothing left with us. I don't know how our family can continue to live without this. Please, can you just wait a while and give us more time so we can figure a way to work this out? We definitely want to avoid going through losing our family property. I promise that I will definitely return all the money back to you.
No, you're going to have to face the reality and pay back for what you've done to me and Amy. You've used my daughter to the point that she's so worn out. Now you should be the ones to work so hard like my daughter did. Well, anyway, this is it. Lastly, let me just say, best wishes to you and your stupid family. After that, we went through the procedures for the divorce and the loan with our lawyer, and after 2 months, my daughter was finally divorced from Harry. And Sally and her family lost totally everything to pay off for the loan and my daughter's compensation fee. In order to start things over, Sally and her family attempted to rent a farm near their neighborhood to run a family business again. But all her neighbors refused to do so due to the horrible rumors of Sally's family, which had already been noticed from quite a while ago. In addition, Sally's debt was found out, and it seems that they eventually had to sell their family house as well. After losing their last property, I guess they pretty much lost everything they had in that situation and had to completely start their lives over. I heard that now the family has stopped running the farm business and are continuing to work hard day after day to pay off their financial debts. Even after going through all of this, I still can't believe I put my daughter at such risk by being deceived by such a horrible family. Though there are so many things I regret that I could have done to notice this much earlier and prevent this from happening, I'm glad that I was able to put an end to this before things got even worse. I can never forgive for what they've done to my daughter, but I'm so relieved that she has come back and is safe living with me now. Though my daughter is still trying to recover from her emotional wounds by visiting the hospital every once in a while, I'm so glad that she's started to overcome her past memories and definitely looks happier than before. She's now able to move forward and think about her future positively. Though I'm still worried about my daughter and her future, I'll try my best not to be too overprotective and continue to be by her side until she completely recovers and becomes happy again. Thank you for watching Peep Talk videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to leave any comments. Please visit us again to check out the next video.
Hey, Lindsay. I just wanted to thank you for today. I know that it hasn't been easy for you.
Oh, Frida, no. Thank you so much for all that you've done for me. I really don't think that I could have done this on my own. So thank you for being there. Knowing that I had your support made me feel all the better about the whole thing.
Well, I still remember when my husband passed away, so I suppose I could empathize quite well. But I'm just glad that I was able to be of some service to you. I know that it hasn't been easy.
It really isn't. I mean, I just never imagined myself having to run a funeral this early in my life.
Oh yes, I remember thinking the exact same thing, actually. It was tough then as well.
But I'm just glad that Harold is finally in the ground. I just keep telling myself that he's gone to rest, and he'll just be asleep for a long time.
Lindsay, what about you? How are you doing? Are you okay?
I don't really think that I'm okay. Thank you. I suppose I haven't fully accepted that my husband is gone.
Of course. I mean, I'm his mother, and I still can't believe that he's gone. So I can't imagine what you must be going through as his wife right now.
I just don't understand how this happened. I mean, the day started like any other day would, and then suddenly I got the phone call. It was from his office, and they had told me that he collapsed while at work. Something to do with anemia or something. I was scared, but thought that a simple trip to the ER would fix things. But then he just never woke up. I just didn't think he'd be gone so quickly.
Yes, I think you and I both know how hard of a worker Harold was. Maybe we always knew that he was working himself too hard, but he just didn't say anything.
I know what you mean. I just keep feeling like this is all my fault. If only I had something, or watched out for his health better.
It's nobody's fault at all, Lindsay, so please, whatever you do, don't blame yourself for this. Harold died of natural causes that could affect any one of us.
I know. But I just don't know how I'm supposed to live without him. I mean, Jenny is still just in elementary school.
Oh, of course. How is Ginny? How is she taking all of this?
Oh, she's really quite depressed, actually. I mean, it was her father, for crying out loud. I think that she might be in a bit of shock, honestly.
Yes, I can't imagine what that poor little girl is going through right now. But I just know that she's going to get through this and come out all the stronger for it. I mean, that's just how this goes. These things happen and we're left behind to pick up the pieces and move on. It's the only thing we can do. Time passes whether we like it or not, so it's okay to let yourself feel bad for now.
I know that you're right, but I just can't see myself ever getting over something like this. I feel like I'm really at my lowest point, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm ever going to move forward from all of this at all.
I know that you'll be okay. It'll hurt and it will take time to heal, and you'll hate every second of it. But you'll get over this. And besides, you've got to think about your daughter now. And of course, I'm thinking about the two of you all the time. Especially now. So please, call me on if you ever need anything.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I would hate to be a burden on you, Frida.
Lindsay, I know that you're just my daughter-in-law, but I want you to know that I think you as family. I know that Harold is gone, but that doesn't mean we have nothing to do with each other anymore. We are still family, and you will always have me in your corner.
Frida, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Of course. So please, just let me know if there's anything that I can do for you or Ginny during this time or ever. I mean, my son is gone as well, and I'm also struggling to think about how I can move on from this.
Thank you so much for all of your kind words. I really mean that. Actually, since you say that, there is something that I'd like to talk with you about.
Yes, of course. Whatever you need. What can I do for you, Lindsay?
Well, right now, the thing that I'm worried most about is money, you see. I mean, we really didn't have that much in the way of savings. And of course, Harold had a life insurance policy taken out on himself, but I wanted to leave that money for Jenny when she goes to college.
Oh, of course. And I know how expensive school has gotten these days. Would you like me to support you and Jenny for a little bit? Is that what you're asking?
I feel just awful asking for money so soon after Harold is gone, but it really is what's at the forefront of my mind when I think of what comes next. I hope it's not too much to ask to borrow about $2,000. This funeral was much more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you don't need to borrow anything. I'm going to give you that money, and you don't even think about paying it back.
I don't know if I could do that to you, Frida. I would feel so bad.
Well, I just told you that I wanted to be there for you and Ginny in any way that I could. You and I are family, and there's nothing that you should feel bad about asking me for.
Frida, thank you so much. I don't know what else to say right now, but thank you.
Of course. If Harold knew that I was just handing out money, I know that he'd be upset. But you and I both know how cheap he could be, rest his soul. And don't worry about the funeral. I'll cover everything. After all, it's not just your husband's funeral. It's my son's as well.
Oh, Frida, just thank you again. I really can't put into words how much I appreciate that.
Hey, Lindsay, I was just wondering how you've been lately. Is Ginny doing well?
Oh, hello, Frida. I'm really sorry for not having gotten in touch with you sooner. Things have just been so busy, and I've hardly had any time to myself.
You know you don't need to worry about that. After all, you must have your hands very full with Ginny. I'm not surprised at all that you're so busy.
Yes, quite so. But is there anything that I can do for you? Did you want to talk to me about something?
Oh no, there really isn't any particular reason why I'm messaging, really. I was just thinking that it had been a while since you and I had last talked, and I just wanted to check in on you. I hope that you are all doing well, eating right, all of that stuff.
Yes, actually. I've finally started to get my appetite back, and since I've been eating more, I've started to feel more energetic. After all, I still have so much work that needs to be done, so I can't let myself slow down now.
I see. Well, I hope that you're also remembering to get a proper amount of sleep, too.
Well, that's a different story. I just have so many thoughts swirling around in my head at night, and I still find it hard to go to sleep at a good time.
Oh, I see. Well, if you think it might be help, I'd be happy to take care of Ginny for a bit if you'd like. You know, if you think that you'd like some time on your own.
Oh no, you don't have to do that. We're just fine, thank you very much.
But aren't you quite busy with everything? I mean, are you sure that you don't need any help around the house or with chores or anything? I just thought if I took Ginny for a day, you might be able to rest for a bit.
I am telling you that we are just fine. I really don't need you to take Jenny at all, so please stop trying to butt in.
I'm really sorry. I guess I didn't realize that I was overstepping my bounds that much.
Well, you are. You're being quite nosy, and I need you to step away and let us live our lives. Stop treating me like an idiot.
I am really sorry if there's some kind of misunderstanding, but I don't think that at all.
Of course you do. It's obvious you don't think I'm capable of taking care of my own daughter.
No, of course not. I just thought that it would be difficult doing this all on your own. I'm really terribly sorry for upsetting you. I was only wanting to help, I promise.
You know, it's people like you who just put on a friendly face while looking down on others that I really, really hate. So how about you just butt out of my life? I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself and Jenny just fine.
Lindsay, please, can't we just talk for a little bit? I don't think there's any need for this kind of reaction.
No! I'm not in the wrong here, you are. I won't hear anything else about it. Now I'm very, very busy, so I would appreciate it if you keep these messages to yourself. I really don't have time to indulge you in these boring conversations that make me feel like I want to sleep.
Yes, of course. I am very sorry, and I am in the wrong here.
Well, if you really think so, then just stop messaging me already. I just want you to leave us alone.
Of course, I'm sorry that I messaged at a bad time. I will try to be more careful in the future. But I don't think I can just stop messaging you. You're my daughter-in-law.
No, I am not. My husband is dead, which means that you and I are nothing to each other at all. So how about you just leave me alone? I really don't want you to have anything to do with our lives at all.
But what about Ginny? Are you telling me that you're not going to let me see my own granddaughter? I don't know if I'll be able to take that.
Oh, don't worry. I'll tell Jenny that she's not to talk to you ever again. And then, over time, she'll just forget all about you. So you should just do the same thing to us. You have no idea how hard I've been working ever since Harold passed away. Grandma, are you there? It's me, Jenny. Do you still remember who I am?
Wait, Ginny? Is it really you?
Yes, it's really me, Grandma. I'm so sorry for not reaching out to you earlier.
Oh, sweetie, you have nothing to be sorry for at all. It's been so long since I last saw you. How have you been? Are you okay? Oh, you have no idea just how much I've missed you.
I've missed you a lot too, Grandma.
I mean, I think the last time that I even saw you was about 3 years ago, right? That must mean that you're just starting middle school right now, is that correct? I bet you've grown so much.
Yeah, I'm just starting middle school now. That's right, Grandma.
Ginny, is everything okay? I mean, I remember that way back then your mom told me that she would tell you not to reach out to me.
That's right. That's what my mom told me to do, but I really need your help right now, Grandma.
You need my help? What do you mean? What's going on?
Grandma, do you think you could adopt me? Could I please become your kid instead?
I don't understand what you mean. Why in the world would you ask me to do something like that?
I just can't do this anymore. I'm barely in middle school, and my mom is already putting me out to work. But that means that I can put money into the house. I promise that I won't be any trouble to you at all, so please, can I just stay at your house for a bit?
Ginny, just one moment. What is going on at home that makes you want to do this? I mean, is your mom doing something that makes you want to come here to my house or something?
Yes. My mom is just so scary now. I hate living here, and I want to run away and live with you.
What do you mean that your mom is scary? Can you please tell me what's going on to make you feel this way?
It's my mom. She's just so scary. If I'm not a good girl, then my mom won't give me any food at all. Sometimes when I'm bad, she throws water on me and makes me stand outside. Other times, she'll throw plates or cups at me. And then she makes me clean it up when she's done.
You mean that your mom is really doing all of these things to you?
That's right. And that's why I don't want to be with her anymore. Please, you have to do something to help me.
I don't even know what to say right now, Ginny. I'm so sorry that I haven't been there for you all these years. I really had no idea at all that your mom was treating you like this the whole time. Do you have any reason why she would be doing this? I mean, what would make her treat you like this?
I don't know. The thing is that my mom has always been like this.
What do you mean your mom has always been like this? I don't understand.
I mean that ever since Daddy died, Mom has always been like this. Even Dad used to be mad at Mom when she got like this.
I still don't think that I understand. Could you tell me a little more about what's going on? I mean, what all has your mom been doing?
Well, Mom was always spending way too much money, and I think that really upset Dad. And then it just stressed Dad out more because then he had to work harder for more money. He was always working overtime and always would be coming home late. I think that's why Dad got sick. It was all Mom's fault. She drove him to overwork himself.
Is that true? Did your mom really do all that? I mean, I always thought that your mom was so kind and sweet.
She only ever acts that way in front of you, though. It's all an act. But whenever she isn't around other people, she always treats me so horribly. But she was always so scary, and I've just been so lonely ever since Dad passed away.
You know, it wasn't so long after your dad died that your mom actually told me that she didn't want me talking to you anymore. I always thought that she had been so sweet before and was wondering what happened to make her react like that. But I guess she really was just hiding who she really was from me this whole time.
My mom is such a selfish person. All she does is insult me all day. And even after Dad's funeral, she was saying how she suckered you into paying for everything.
Did she really say that about me? So I guess that means it really was just an act this whole time. And I suppose that I feel for her like the sucker I am.
But I don't want to live with Mom anymore. I just can't stand living with her. That's why I want to go and live with you. So please, Grandma, can't you help me?
Of course, dear. A girl your age shouldn't be growing up like that at all. I can't believe that Lindsay has been treating my poor granddaughter like this. Well, don't you worry. I'm going to figure out what we can do to get you out of there. Hello, Lindsay. It's been a while, hasn't it? I was wondering if now was a good time to talk.
Excuse me? Just what do you think you're doing right now? I thought I told you that I wanted you to forget all about us, didn't I? Here I thought I'd finally gotten rid of you since it had been years since we'd talked. So, just what do you want, and why do I have a bad feeling about all of this?
Oh, well, I am so sorry for not being able to forget about you, but I just have something very important to talk to you about. I'm going to be taking Ginny with me, and she will be living with me from now on.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What is this? What is this all about?
I mean that I'm with Ginny right now, and I'm not going to be giving her back at all.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but you can't actually think that I'm going to let you get away with this, right? I mean, did you really take my child without asking me?
Well, she talked to me about the hardships that you've been putting her through, and about how you've been keeping food from her when you think that she's been bad. Don't you realize the kind of damage that you could be doing to your daughter by not feeding her? That's why I'm going to be taking her away from you.
I told you this years ago, and I will tell you the same thing right now. We don't need any of your help. We don't want it, and we don't need it, so just go away.
That isn't true. Ginny came to ask me for help. She does need help, and I will be there to help her. I am going to be taking care of her from here on out. Do you understand?
Do you even realize what it is that you've done? I mean, did you really think that you can just kidnap my daughter like this? Don't you realize that you're committing a crime?
Do you really not understand what it means for Ginny to come to me for help?
She really? I told her not to contact you anymore. Why would she do this?
She did it because she hated living with you and she wanted to come and live safely with me. And believe it or not, I trust her and I think that any court would believe her as well.
I don't get it. How could this be happening? I don't get how she could betray me like this.
She didn't betray you because you were never on her side to begin with. She clearly thinks that I'm much better suited to raise her than you are.
I don't get it. How could she do this? I did all that I could to try and make her forget all about you. I tried to make her forget that you even existed.
Well, you should know that all that did was make Ginny terrified of you, but she's calmed down quite a bit now that she's with me. It's almost like when Harold was little, Ginny looked so much like him.
I see what this is. You really are nosy, just like your son, too. Do you know that? He was always so annoying while he was alive. He was always trying to tell me what to do, and I was just sick of it. I was glad when he was finally gone and I could live my life how I wanted to.
Oh, please. I heard from Ginny all about how much money you've been spending and how you were always making Harold work harder and harder for money.
You don't know what you're talking about at all. I was the one who was working so hard. All I did was want just a little bit of luxury in my life, and I was vilified for it.
You wanted just a little bit of luxury? Well, that's certainly not what Ginny was making it sound like. She told me about all how you've never done anything to provide for her and how much you made her suffer.
Well, she doesn't know what she's talking about either. She's just a little girl. The truth is that Harold should have been making more money. And I told him the same thing over and over again. I told him that he wasn't doing enough to provide for us and that he needed to work harder and quit complaining. He was a useless husband, a useless father, and an all-around useless man.
It's all your fault, isn't it? You're the reason that my poor son died. You kept pushing him to make more and more money for you, and you pushed and pushed until he collapsed.
And you're trying to say that it's my fault that he didn't have the toughness to stick it out and work hard for his family? But that has nothing to do with me at all. Anyways, you are going to return my daughter to me right now, or else I'm going to call the police. Do you understand me?
That's what I should be saying to you right now. I'm going to make you pay for the way that you made my son and granddaughter suffer. Just you wait.
Hey! What the heck is going on here, huh? Why are the police at my house right now? Did you call the cops on me? Is that what's going on right now?
I know that you're home right now, so why don't you just come outside like an adult and face the consequences of your actions?
No! You think I'm just going to do that? What would I even have to say to the police? I still don't understand why they're here right now.
What in the world are you talking about? Are you serious? You really have no clue why the police might be at your place right now? Even after all the horrible things that you've put your own daughter through, you really can't guess why they might have responded to my report? Do you have any idea how thin Ginny is? I still just don't understand how you could do this. I mean, really, what kind of mother are you?
But, I mean, you didn't have to call the cops on me. What's the matter with you? Have you gone crazy or something? Why would you do this to me?
I'm crazy? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something like that? I mean, really, I just finished typing out all the reasons why you deserve to have the police called on you, didn't I? Ginny told me how you dumped a bucket of water over her head and then made her sleep outside all night. That's just sick! I understand that different parents have different ways to discipline their children, but this is just taking things way too far. Now just be an adult and give yourself up to the police. It's over, don't you get that?
You think that you can just back me into a corner like this and try to get me to do what you want? You think this is any way to treat a poor, struggling single mother? I don't know what kind of lies you've been telling my daughter, but I'm not going to let you get away with this.
Can you please stop trying to pretend like you're the victim in all of this? It really is just pathetic, do you know that? You were literally malnourishing your daughter. She could have been seriously hurt, and I heard from your neighbors about how they could hear you shouting at Ginny every single night.
You mean that even the neighbors could hear what was going on inside the house? I don't get it. Don't they have better things to do than eavesdrop?
It's over. You have nobody who is going to take your side because they all know the kind of person that you really are. I am going to take care of Ginny and give her a much better life than you ever could.
But, wait. If you're going to take her, could you at least give me some money for her?
Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something?
No, please. You don't know how expensive it's been taking care of a child with only one income. I just need a few $100s a month is all.
I am not going to be paying a single cent. In fact, this whole conversation is over. Just give yourself up and let's be done with this whole thing. After that, the police arrested Lindsay, while Child Protective Services explained that I would be given custody of Ginny because of Lindsay's neglect. After some paperwork, the handover was official, and I was finally taking care of my granddaughter again. As for Lindsay, she was tried by court for her criminal neglect and punished for what she had done. Ever since, I haven't heard a single word from her, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Apparently, Lindsay had been in some financial trouble for a while, and she wasn't even talking to her parents anymore because she had stolen from them. I really have no idea what kind of life she's going to have once she gets out of jail. While she's locked up, however, I have been telling everyone who might know her that she is to know nothing about where Ginny is located. I want to do as much as I can to protect my granddaughter from her horrible mother. If Ginny is going to want a relationship with her mother in the future, when she's an adult, then that's her right and I won't stop her. But for now, it's my duty to protect her and make sure she grows up to be that adult first. Thank you for watching! If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this!
Molly, I want you to come by and clean up for me again. There's a lot that needs to be done, so the earlier the better. My husband's got a meeting with the neighborhood association, and I'm going out to have lunch with some friends. I'll be back by the evening, so I want everything finished by the time I'm back. Okay?
You want me to go to yours right now?
Yes, of course. I bet you're not even doing anything worthwhile. You're probably at home lying around on the sofa, aren't you? You might as well use your time to do something useful. You can come, can't you? Or are you going to make excuses?
I'm at home right now, but I don't think I can go over to clean today. Got a few personal errands I've got to get done. I'll be out of the house for most of the day.
What personal errands? Tell me, and I'll decide if they're important or not.
I've got to renew my driver's license, and I've made an appointment at my hair salon because I'm due for a cut. I've also got to go out and buy a present for a friend to congratulate her on giving birth. It's her first baby, so I want to give her something special.
But you don't have to do any of that today. You can reschedule all of that for another day and come by to clean instead. You're a housewife, so you have plenty of time on your hands, don't you? I'm your mother-in-law. I'm asking you for a favor. Then you should prioritize my request over a silly haircut.
Okay, then I'll cancel my appointment. I'll try and be there before lunchtime.
That's what I wanted to hear. Oh, and by the way, I noticed that you cut a lot of corners when you came over to clean last week. I thought I told you to get rid of all the weeds in the lawn, and there were still a lot left when I took a look. I want you to do it again, and make sure that you check every single corner. You can't leave a single weed unpicked, do you hear me?
But it's raining all day today. Can't I do that another day?
So what if it's raining? If it's raining, then it'll be much easier to pull the weeds since the ground will be much softer. If anything, you're lucky that it's raining today. It's been very warm lately despite it being December, so the weeds have been growing much faster than they usually do this time of year. I want you to get it done quickly before they start growing out of control. I won't take no for an answer, and I want it done by the end of the day.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Oh, and I want you to prepare something light for dinner. I was thinking that you could marinate some salmon for me. My husband doesn't like oily food, so make sure you don't overdo it. The food you make is always so oily, so we have a hard time finishing it off. Make something light and refreshing, understand? My son may prefer heavy meals with a lot of meat and strong flavoring, but you've got to remember that we're already in our 60s. We can't eat that much.
I understand. I'll make sure to prepare something easier on the stomach.
Good. And before you leave, I want you to wax the floor. In every room, mind you. Don't dare leave any room unfinished. And would you be a dear and turn the dehumidifier on in the bedroom? It's going to rain all day, so I don't want mushrooms growing out of the mattress.
I'm sorry, Deborah. I don't think that I can finish all of that by this evening. There's a lot you want me to do, and not a lot of time to do it in.
Why not? Of course you can finish it all.
But you want me to wax the floors in every room, right? First of all, I'd have to move the furniture out of the way so that it wouldn't be uneven. And then I'd have to wait for the first layer to dry before adding another layer of wax. I really don't think that I can finish all of that by this evening.
Molly, you really are hopeless, aren't you?
Excuse me?
If you don't think that you can get it done by this evening, then that's a matter of your enthusiasm, not the amount of work that has to be done. I'm sure that you can get it done if you actually put some effort into it. It's that simple. If you motivate yourself, I'm sure that you'll get it done.
I don't think that it's a matter of motivation. I really just don't think that I have enough time to finish everything you want me to do. The weather isn't that great today, so I'll probably have a hard time finishing up on the lawn, too. I can't do it.
Honestly, you always say I can't do it before you've even tried. I'm sick of it. I don't know why you always have to begin with such a negative outlook. It's really quite depressing. You know, I can't believe that you actually have the nerve to refuse a request from your husband's mother like this. It's unforgivable for a wife like you to say no to me like this. If you really have any respect for me as your mother-in-law, you should be saying yes to every task I give you and get it done without a complaint.
I didn't mean to refuse you. I just meant that I don't think that I can get it all done today.
But you thought that I would decrease the workload if you moaned about it being too much, didn't you? I can see right through you and your motives. Molly, it's useless. I'm shocked that you could actually be so lazy.
I'm really sorry. I don't mean to complain.
All right, well, I'm counting on you to get it done. Make sure it's all done perfectly. If you're not finished by the time I get home, then I'll have no choice but to determine that you were slacking off. Molly, I want you and my son to come over this Sunday. Everyone's decided to have a family gathering at our house this weekend, and I want you to help. One of my nieces has finally had a baby, so they're going to introduce them to everyone this week.
Well, that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I'll talk to Devin and let you know what time we'll be there by.
Hang on a moment. Everyone's going together at our house at lunchtime, but I want you to come and start preparing for lunch in the morning. Devin can come on his own at lunchtime. I want you to clean the entire house first thing in the morning, and then I think I'll get you to start making lunch and snacks from around 11.
You want me there in the morning?
Yes, of course. It's important that you get the house ready, and I want you to clean out the shed, too. Some relatives are bringing their children, so you've got to make everything childproof. It'll be dangerous if they manage to get inside and get their hands on the tools inside. We should do everything possible to prevent them from getting hurt, so you've got to clean out the shed.
You said you wanted to make the house childproof, so I thought it would be enough if we just put a lock on the door.
What are you talking about? Of course it's not enough. What are you going to do if they end up getting inside? You've never had children before, so this might be hard for you to understand, but children are the most unpredictable things on the planet. They'll manage things you thought were impossible. And besides, it'll be embarrassing if my husband's relatives see how broken down the shed is. I want it tidied up before anyone sees it.
Can I ask what you've got stored in the shed?
It's filled with old tools, things that my husband used to use when he was still working on the farm. They're all useless now and nobody uses them, so I want to get rid of everything.
Are all of those tools light enough for me to carry around and throw out? I have a feeling that I might need Devin's help with cutting it up if there's a lot of heavy lifting involved. Can't Devin come with me to help clean up in the morning? I'm sure he'd be happy to help.
Don't be ridiculous. My son is always that hard at work on the weekdays. You should at least let him take a break on the weekends so that he'll be refreshed by Monday. But you're not doing anything for work right now. You're not busy. You're just rolling around, whiling away the hours. This is the least you can do to pay me back for my son for being so lazy.
I'm not whiling away the hours when I'm at home. I'm pretty busy with the housework at home, and I'm doing whatever I can to support Devin.
Oh, sure. You really think that I would believe you? As if. You resigned from your job with the excuse that you were trying to have a baby. But you haven't gotten pregnant in all the time that you've been out of work. It's obvious that you only stopped working because you were just too lazy to work.
I'm trying my best to get pregnant. Devin and I have been doing all the research we can on the best methods to conceive. But it's just taking a little time. We want to have children, so I'm afraid you'll have to be patient.
And how long are you planning on making me wait? I've already been waiting for ages. At this rate, my husband and I will be dead before we can see our grandchildren. If you're not taking care of children, and you're not even going to work, then you've got to work harder at home to make up for it.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
Do you understand how serious it could get if you don't clean out the shed before the children arrive? If you don't do as I say, I'll have no choice but to complain about you to all my relatives. I'll have to tell them how lazy you are, and what a useless wife you are, and that you're just using my son for his money.
Please stop it. Devin has nothing to do with this. If you start spreading rumors about me amongst his relatives, then he'll end up being embarrassed too. I don't want that.
Then you'll just have to do what I say, won't you? Is that understood? I want you to do everything I said without any more complaints. Will you hurry up? I thought you told you to go buy more beer over half an hour ago. You're making everyone wait.
Deborah, you went too far this time. I can't believe you actually did that.
What are you talking about?
You insulted me right in front of everyone gathered in the living room. You went on a rant about how terrible a wife I am. You told everyone that I was being a parasite and that I was using Devin so that I didn't have to work. You even went as far as to insult my entire family, saying that I was lazy because my parents were lazy. You don't even know my parents. How dare you talk about them like that?
I was just speaking the truth, that's all, because you really are lazy. All I said was I wonder if that lazy personality of yours was genetic. That if you're this lazy, it must be because your parents are too.
But you didn't have to bring my parents into this. I wouldn't have cared if you were just going to talk about me like that. But I'm not going to forgive anyone for insulting my parents the way you did. My parents are far from lazy. I only got the chance to go to university because they worked so hard to pay for my tuition. They have spent decades running their ramen restaurant, and they have supported each other ever since they started it together. They work all year round to keep the restaurant alive and to please their customers with new menus. I won't let you insult them like that.
Oh, yes. I think I remember you mentioning something like that. I think you showed me some pictures of it too, but it wasn't very impressive. It was a broken down, dirty little place. I can't imagine who would want to eat in a place like that. You said that they're a very popular ramen restaurant in the local area, but I highly doubt it. It's probably popular with poor, suspicious characters because it's so cheap. I can't imagine it actually being successful among a more decent clientele.
I thought I asked you to stop being so insulting. You're looking down on it without even knowing what my parents are like or even going there to see it for yourself. You're always talking to me like that as well. I don't see how you can still call me lazy after everything I've done to help you over this past year. I have been working tirelessly to keep your house clean for you and cook for you, and yet I'm still lazy?
But it's the truth. In the end, you didn't even finish off cleaning up the shed like I told you to. I told you to get it done before everyone starts arriving, didn't I? And yet you hardly dusted anything down before leaving it as it was.
The shed was filled with tools that I couldn't lift up on my own. I did my best to move the smaller items to the higher shelves, out of the children's reach. But you can't have seriously expected me to throw out all of the bigger metal tools. There's no way I could have finished all of that on my own in a couple of hours. Especially when you told me that I had to prepare lunch, too. Of course I prioritized making the food. Otherwise, there would have been 20 hungry people waiting in the dining room for something to eat.
I've had enough of your excuses. I bet you weren't even planning on finishing off cleaning the shed. You took your time on purpose so you wouldn't have to lift a finger, and then came back into the house to make everyone's food because you weren't bothered to even get the job done. It's fine. I don't expect anything from you anymore.
That's my line. You gave me this list of jobs knowing that it would be impossible for me to finish on my own. You would have to be Superman to be able to finish off all those chores in a couple of hours. I thought that I would be able to finish cleaning up the shed by the time I had to start making lunch because you downplayed how much work actually had to be done. But when I arrived, I saw that it was filled with tools too big for me to even put my arms around. How did you even expect me to do any of that without Devin's help?
Just keep on making excuses, all you like. I'm not listening. We're all waiting on you to bring some beer, so will you hurry up and get 4 packs from the store? There isn't enough beer or wine to go around. We're all thirsty, and it's your fault. I'll have you finish off tidying up the shed after everyone's gone home, so just hurry up with the drinks.
What is wrong with you? Why do you have to boss me around like this all the time? I've had enough. I can't take your bullying anymore.
Molly, where are you? Hurry up and answer me. It's already been over an hour since you left the house. We're all waiting on you.
I thought I told you that I've had enough. I'm not coming back. I'm going back home. You can tell Devin that I've left and that I'll be waiting for him back at home.
What are you talking about? Don't be silly. You're just my son's wife. You don't have any right to talk to me like that. You should be right here doing as I say and helping host our guest. Come back right this minute. I'm warning you, Molly. Come back.
No way, you old bitch. There's no way I'm coming back. You can go buy the drinks and host your relatives on your own. I'm not doing anything for you anymore.
What did you just say to me? Did you just dare call me an old bitch? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm your mother-in-law. You should treat me with respect. I can't believe you have the nerve to say something like that. I'll be telling Devin that you said that. My goodness, what a horrible thing to say. I'm so hurt.
Well, I feel a lot better now that I've finally gotten the chance to say it. I've been holding it in ever since you first started being so unreasonably bossy towards me. And I finally got the chance to say it out loud, not just in my head. Up until now, I've been screaming it at you in my head, but I could never say it straight to your face because I knew that you'd act like the victim.
What a cruel woman. I never thought that you were so malicious. I knew it. I knew that your parents were good-for-nothings, and you've just proved it. They're the reason why you're so hostile. They raised you to be like this.
That's my line. You're quite the cruel woman yourself. You must have been having a lot of fun bullying me and making me run errands and do all the cleaning for you. You forced me to do chores with ridiculous time limits, knowing full well that I wouldn't be able to finish them by the deadline you gave me. And then, when I couldn't finish the chores off, you would scream and shout abuse at me. You really are a horrible woman.
Don't you dare talk about me like I'm the bad guy in the situation. You're the one that couldn't finish off the work that I told you to do.
Yeah, because it was impossible for me to do on my own. How could anyone manage that in a couple of hours? How about you try and get that amount of work done, and then we'll see who's really useless. I bet that you wouldn't even be able to finish it, even if you had a whole day to do it all in. In the first place, you're the one that's lying around doing nothing while you delegate all the housework to me. You get to go out with your friends and spend your time however you like because I'm the one that's cooking and cleaning in your place.
Unlike you, I'm not young anymore. I can't move around the way I used to, and I get tired very easily. That's why I'm asking you for your help, and yet you're talking about me like I'm some evil woman.
Asked me for help? You've never given me an option. You've always ordered me around and guilt-tripped me into doing things. You forced me to do all your housework knowing that I couldn't argue back and say no to you. Why should I have to help you clean up your house when we're not even living together? Just calling me to be your housemaid because you can't be bothered to do it yourself. I have my own life, too.
I've had enough of you talking to me like that. I haven't been forcing you to do anything, and I certainly haven't been asking you to do the chores because I want to slack off. I've been asking you to help me because I'm in a lot of pain. I have terrible back pains, and I need to lie in bed until it dies down.
What? What back pain? You never told me that you had back pain before.
I may not have said anything, but I really do suffer from chronic back pain.
But you never look like you're in pain when you go out to have lunch with your friends. And while you're out, I'm left alone at your house cleaning up after you. I would believe your back pain excuse if you were actually lying in bed every time I came over to clean, but you're not. Did you forget that you're paying for those lunches with your friends with the money Devin and I send you every month? Can't believe you could actually accept money from us and use me like a maid. You've got a lot of nerve.
That money comes from my son, not from you. And so what if I use a little money to have fun? Most of it goes toward the rent and the groceries. What if I use my money son on has nothing to do with you?
Do you really think that it's all from Devin? I'm speechless.
Of course, it's all from my son. You're unemployed. How could a useless woman like you provide us with any money? You left your job because you were too lazy to continue working after you married my son. I'm thankful for my son's money, but there's no reason for me to be thankful for you.
All right, then you go to your precious son and beg him for help. I'm not going to do anything for you anymore. I'm not going to let you walk all over me if you're going to be so ungrateful. If you want more alcohol, I suggest you get in your car and go and buy it yourself, because I'm not buying one drop.
Are you seriously going to go home? How irresponsible are you? If you're going to be so difficult, then fine. We don't need a woman like you in our family. You're just in the way. You can divorce my son and get out. I'm sure Devin would be happy to be rid of such a selfish wife.
Sure, if that's what you want. I love Devin, but I can't endure your abuse anymore. I'll divorce him and move out. That way I can go back to focusing on my career and have children with someone whose family will actually welcome me. But don't you dare forget this. You're the one that told me to leave first. I told Devin that I want a divorce. Are you happy now?
Wait, please don't divorce my son. You've got to take it back.
Why should I do that? You told me that you wanted me to divorce your son. You told me that I was in the way and that Devin would be happy to be rid of me too.
Well, I did say that, but Devin's so upset with me. He was livid when he heard about what I said to you.
Oh, really? What happened?
My husband was furious too, and they both told me that I had to apologize to you. I didn't understand why they were so aggravated, but they both said to me that if I couldn't apologize and get you to come back, that they would kick me out of the house instead. That's why.
The reason why they're both so furious is probably because they know what will happen if I leave. Devin's dad won't be able to afford anything, the bills, the groceries, the rent, if I leave.
What? What does that mean? Why is it so bad if you end up leaving? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
All the money we've been sending you every month for you to pay the bills with wasn't your son's money. You don't know this, but it was my money.
What? Why on earth should I believe that it was your money? You're unemployed. Where could you have gotten all that money from? You're lying.
I may not be working right now, but I was earning a higher than average salary before I married Devin. So I have a lot of money saved. I have more than enough in my savings account to afford sending you around $1,000 every month. Do you remember what you did 2 years ago when you ended up getting into financial trouble? You borrowed a ridiculous amount of money from the bank without talking to Devin or his dad, and you're still paying all of that money back bit by bit. Devin spoke to me after that incident and asked me if it was possible to help you guys out and put some money into paying the bills. That was so that you could use your pension to pay off your debt because you and his dad were having a hard time keeping up with the monthly payments. Do you remember that? To be honest, I don't want to help you if you brought it upon yourself, but I decided to help because I felt sorry for Devon's dad having to suffer with you.
What? But I've never heard anything like that from Devon.
Yeah, Devon's dad didn't know either. Even if it was my personal money that was being sent to your account, I believe that my money is Devon's money and vice versa. I didn't think it was necessary for me to brag that I was the one sending you that money out of my personal savings. It's not like I wanted to make you both feel like you owed me either. I did it because I wanted to help.
Really? You're not lying? You really were sending us money from your savings?
Sounds like Devon has already told his dad, if your husband's that upset. I can imagine that he must have been pretty panicked when he found out that you had been treating me like this after everything I've done for you both. Judging by how panicked they are, it seems that both Devon and his dad didn't realize how horrible you've been to me up until now. They must have been twice as shocked when they found out that you had even told me to divorce Devon and leave.
Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you tell me that it was your money? If I knew that much, then I would have been a lot more careful with the way I treated you. I wouldn't have forced you to do all the chores I told you to.
Have you noticed? You haven't said one word of apology to me yet. I thought you said that Devon and his dad told you to apologize to me and get me to come back. If you don't apologize to me properly, then I'm not going to forgive you, and you and your husband aren't going to be able to pay the bills from next month.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me? I don't know what you're apologizing to me for. You'll have to make it a little clearer.
I'm sorry that I forced you to do all the housework. And I'm sorry for insulting you and calling you lazy. I also feel very bad for disrespecting your parents and poking fun at their ramen restaurant.
You forced all of your chores onto me because you wanted to slack off and go out and have fun with your friends, didn't you? I want you to admit that you took advantage of me because you were being lazy.
Yes, okay, I admit it. I did all of that because I wanted to annoy you. I wanted to force you to do things you didn't want to do.
Why would you do something like that? Did you do that because you didn't like me?
Yes, I think so.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't like you. You were annoying, so I wanted to get back at you. I might have felt jealous because you had all my son's attention and because I felt lonely. I don't know. I don't understand why I felt so frustrated, but I just did.
Well, I guess that's how a mother-in-law's thought process works. If they're childish enough to bully their daughter-in-law, then there's most likely a very childish reason for it. You just didn't like me and felt jealous and couldn't be adult enough to accept your son's decision. That's all. Unfortunately for you, I'm willing to continue sending Devon's dad the money he needs from now on. But I don't want to give you a single penny. I don't want to waste my precious savings on someone like you.
No, I'm really sorry, please. Forgive me, I shouldn't have been so horrible to you. I won't ever treat you like that ever again. I won't ever say anything rude to you ever again, I promise you.
I have a great idea. I don't want to divorce Devon after all, so it would be perfect if you would divorce your husband and get out. If you leave, then I don't mind sending money every month like I've been doing up until now.
But if I leave, where am I supposed to go? I won't be able to survive on my own.
Oh, but you'll be fine. You said that you don't need a useless woman like me as your daughter-in-law. You were the one that told me to get out, remember? Now that's decided. Goodbye, Deborah, and I hope I never see you ever again. In the end, my mother-in-law was the one that got kicked out of the house. My father-in-law found out what my mother-in-law had been doing, and he demanded a divorce. The entire family was shocked to hear that she had been taking advantage of me to do all the cooking and cleaning in her place and cut ties with her. It seems that my father-in-law has been disappointed with my mother-in-law ever since she had caused all of that money trouble 2 years ago. So this issue ended up being the last straw for him. My mother-in-law was chased out of the house and had to find a small apartment that she could afford on her own. It seems that she's having a hard time paying for the bills and paying off her debt with just her pension, so she's been visiting friends and family to ask them to lend her money. I doubt she'll ever be able to find financial stability, but it's a fitting end. I accepted my father-in-law's apologies and took back my announcement to file for a divorce. I've restarted sending him the money he needs, but thanks to Deborah leaving, I've been able to get by with sending him a few $100s less. It looks like she really was spending a lot of the money on lunch with her friends and other luxuries, so I'm glad that I don't have to waste as much money. And not long after Deborah left, I finally got pregnant. I obviously had a hard time conceiving because I was so stressed out by Deborah's constant nagging, bullying, and from simply being so exhausted. After giving birth, I've been leaving our baby to Devon's dad, who's been delighted to spend time with his new grandchild, and I've returned to work. My father-in-law and I get along very well, so I'm happy to continue sending him money to support paying for his bills.